Hello, bookworms. This is Jessica with my very late October reading wrap up. I had a very busy, crazy couple of weeks, all which is good. Last week, I went to see Cyndi Lauper and opening act Ellie King at Madison Square Garden. Both women put on a great show. I have some shorts up here for you all to check out. Now I will talk about the books, starting off with Stephen King's End of Watch. I give this 4 stars. We read this for my Discord server for my book club, JessBookgirls Book Club. The story is about Bradley Hartsfield, who is in a vegetative state. Years ago, he killed people in a Mercedes massacre where he ran people down with his car. Anyway, even though he's in a coma and he can't speak, he's very much aware of what's going on around him. So in his mind, he has like these magical powers where he kills people. But at the top of that list, he wants to kill this one detective that's now retired, Bill Hodges. In true Stephen King fashion, this book was so hard for me to put down. That's why he's the master of horror. Next up is Death Embraced by independent author Mary LaCoste, who wrote about New Orleans cemeteries. And on a side note, I have been to some cemeteries when I was in New Orleans. I find this book to be very informative. One thing that really stood out to me was how they do the jazz funerals, because they have this like long procession. And what I learned in here is that they do that to release the souls of the deceased to heaven. So I guess that's how like people could find peace. One book that I was really looking forward to reading was Faces of Fear by Saul. Now, I never read anything by him. This story is about Allison Shaw, who's 15 years old. Her parents are getting divorced and they live in California. Once her parents get divorced, a year later, her mom, Risa, marries this plastic surgeon, Conrad Dunn. Conrad, a year earlier, lost his wife, Margaret, under mysterious circumstances. But Allison doesn't like Conrad, and there's something off about him. Even Allison tries to talk to her mom, Risa, about him, but Risa dismisses her feelings. Around this time, there's a serial killer going around killing women and taking body parts. Also, Conrad wants to do a reconstructive surgery on Allison to improve her looks, but Allison's just fine the way she is. Now, what kept me interested, even though I saw the plot twist coming, there's something in this plot that I didn't see coming, so that's why I give it 4 stars. And last is another Stephen King book, the classic Pet Sematary. And I recently learned that this is the first edition novel that I got. And I also got this when I was in Bangor, Maine last year. And I also want to show you guys something in here. This also is signed by Stephen King. Now, I didn't know that. Isn't that amazing? But this book is also banned or challenged. And according to AI, the reason why this is banned or challenged is that it has been banned or challenged in some places due to its graphic depictions of violence, particularly the disturbing act of bringing a dead pet back to life, which is after seen as unsettling, inappropriate for young readers, along with themes of grief, loss, and the potential for destructive choices when pushing against the natural order of life and death. Now, I could see that I'm going to really enjoy this book, even though it's going to keep me up at night, and I probably will give it 5 stars. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe buttons, or leave a comment, or leave a pumpkin emoji. So, thank you for watching. Bye, bookworms.